Since Friday, at least 21 people have been shot all across Baltimore.
WMAR2 News' Kendall Green joins us now in studio. Kendall, shootings in east, west, north, and south. Did I miss any?
Not at all, Jamie and Kelly. Well, 8 hours was roughly the longest period between reported shootings between Friday and Saturday. The shortest time lapse between reported shootings was about 20 minutes. And 2 teens were shooting victims in Baltimore, and that's what's catching the attention of a Baltimore-based youth advocate who says something has to change, and he's starting with our young people.
Well, I came up here, I was walking through the neighborhood, and I seen all this blood on the ground, and I seen the yellow tape on, around the pole, and I was listening. Something must have happened up here.
It's a far too familiar sight Tyrone Bennett has spent his entire life in Baltimore looking at. What he described seeing over the weekend was one of multiple shooting scenes across the city. Those shootings tallied 21 victims, including 2 teens.
It's mostly the young kids, the ones that, like the new generation of the kids around about 20, they the one that's doing a lot of shooting in the city right now. It ain't the older people, it's the young kids.
Bennett says he believes youth need more access to outlets that shelter them from violence and heal those impacted by it.
Their mental health, to be perfectly honest, is compromised, to a large degree.
As a youth advocate, Darren Rogers agrees.
All we can really do is be a solution to the problem and work with the young people that we have to ensure that they're not engaged in, violent activity, and that they understand the consequences of engaging in that activity and learning from the work that we do around conflict resolution and anger management.
Rogers grew up walking past these same crime scenes, hopeful the cycle has an end in sight. His organization, I Am Mentality, serves about 120 young men in the city. He aims to give students access to mental health services, counseling, and leadership skills.
One of the challenges a lot of young men face is their ability to communicate. So therapy is a great place for you to develop your communication skills, for you to be able to express how you feel in an environment where a person won't judge you for how you feel.
The shootings are the headlines, especially facing young people, he says, forces him to take a look in the mirror.
Is the work that I'm doing and the services that I'm providing strong enough to combat the challenges that we see in our community?
But point out persistent problems the community is growing desperate to get addressed.
These are sad experiences, but they're nothing new. And I think that we need to, as a city, and just as a state as a whole, we really need to put our minds together and collaborate towards becoming better.
Now, for more information about I Am Mentality, we have a link on the group on our website. That's WMAR2News.com. In studio tonight, Kendall Green, WMAR2 News.